You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.
I'm having my morning coffee and I am just in a very wonderful reflective space. Excuse me, as you can tell, I haven't been talking much this morning. And that's for prompt reasons, because I have literally been in a mode of concentrated efforts to really embrace the fact of how important it is at times to take time out. And if you haven't noticed, we kind of leaped a week with our segment of Sonny's Money Motivation. And I feel like for many of us, we are constantly doing the things that we are assigned to do, that we bring about our lives to do. And then there are things that come to us in the walk and journeys of life. So there's a lot of movement, right? A lot of things that are always coming forth, as they say. So it's easy to not necessarily look up and recognize when you may need to take time out. But I think it's so important that you do. And you make a full intention, whether you put it on your calendar or it's something that becomes spontaneous and you just do it. But I do feel like we're engineered to know when we need to take a break. And, some people may say, I'm recharging, I'm resetting, I'm refocusing, whatever that looks like for you, whatever term hits home for you is fine with me. But at the beginning and the end of it is recognizing how important it is to take time out for you. And that time out can be silence. It could be a no work day. It could be a nothing day where you're getting up and you're doing absolutely nothing, but just following what you feel compelled to do. The best part about it is that it's something that you'll be able to know that it had a value system and a purpose at that time, because your body will give you an inclination. Your mind will give you an inclination that you did the right thing. So guys, y'all know what time it is. It's Monday and it's time for Sonny's Money Motivation. Let's go. Welcome to Loudmouth Radio Network. My name is Sonny. As a former professional athlete turned entrepreneur realtor and the producer of Loudmouth Radio Network, I look forward to bringing content to you that empowers, inspires, and entertains you. Tune in each week as we have unscripted and unfiltered talks from entrepreneurship, real estate, politics, entertainment, comedy, LGBTQ topics, day-to-day life, and everything in between. All shows available on demand 24/7 on your favorite podcast platforms. Center on Temecula Valley areas and throughout the Inland Empire. Are you looking to become a homeowner in 2024? Register today for the New Home in the New Year seminar hosted by Sold by Sonny. Let's get you from rental to homeowner in the new year. Get the latest insight of down payment assistance programs, whether you purchased a home before or purchasing for the first time. We want to make sure you're provided with the necessary information needed for you to buy your new home in 2024. Look forward to seeing you there.
Hello, my name is Takasha Smith. I'm the owner of Takasha's Kitchen, based out of Menifee in the Southern California area. As a chef and caterer, I provide private cooking classes, couples dinners, and private parties. As a female pitmaster, I am able to create a personalized experience for your family reunion gatherings. I create menus based on my clients' needs to have a more personal vibe. You can find Takasha's Kitchen on all social media networks such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and my YouTube channel at Takasha's Kitchen. And that's spelled TACASHAS Kitchen, KITCHEN.
You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.
Diamond Valley Lodge, the one-of-a-kind, unique, exotic dining experience for the whole family. Have dinner with real tigers at Diamond Valley Lodge's 100% safe, unique dinner party experience. Ever dine just feet away from a majestic Bengal tiger? Now you can. A magical evening under the stars with open-air seating in an exotic Zen garden, just feet away from some of the most majestic creatures on the planet, all crown jewels of nature. Dinners are served on Friday and Saturday, brunch on Sunday. Reservation only by calling 855-9-TIGERS or 951-390-2670 or visit diamondvalleylodge.com.
Hi, I'm Hector Calvillo of J&H Automotive, located at 611 West Florida Avenue in Hemet, California. We are a full-service automotive repair shop where you can always expect to receive the highest quality repairs, fairest pricing, best customer service in the industry. My brother George and I grew up watching our dad work on classic cars as a backyard mechanic. His hard work ethic and dedication led us to opening up J&H Automotive in 2009. We started out with a 500 square foot repair shop, and we have consistently grown over the past 15 years to our new 10,000 square foot repair facility in the heart of Hemet. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 951-766-5999 to set an appointment for all your automotive service needs.
To all my coffee drinkers, you know the coffee gods could just bless you just right sometimes with a perfect cup of coffee. Woo! I hope you heard my slurp, because when I tell you my coffee is so good this morning and I desperately needed it to be just as well as it is. So my intentional creative day has already started on the right track. Yes, this is such a wonderful celebration. And today is the 29th of July. We have ran through July, guys. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but our weeks are literally feeling like days. And we have 22 weeks of this year left. And I intend on making the most of them, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention that we have literally taken 30 weeks and took off running with them. Right? That's just how fast 2024 has been moving. So in the midst of it, when you know that you're in a time period that feels like it has heavy acceleration, that feels like it is running, whether you're running with it or not, there's this easy tendency to feel like you have to jumpstart and run just as fast as that time period may feel, just to feel like you're keeping up. Guys, I know that can be very, very easy to do. Then you have your family, your job requirements or work requirements, business requirements, your social time, your God time. Hopefully you're making time for that. You have your social media time if you're spending time dealing with social media. Then you have, so you see how we're just so compartmented. So this is why it is so important to take time out for you. You get it? Because it is so easy for everything to compile itself on you. And you'll look up and you'll say, man, there's certain things that I want to do and I just haven't been doing them. Guys, listen, this is the real God honest truth. You know that we all say these things because there's only 24 hours in a day. And we try our best to pack in as much as we can. And even with that, there's still always something left over. There's still something that always did not get touched. There's always something that we had intention of completing that may have not made its full circumference in the course of a day. So thank God we get another day and another opportunity to pick up what maybe the day before did not conclude for us. And if not, maybe we're going on the next day's schedule and we put the stuff that was on the day before in the rearview window. Only you can complete what that sentence looks like. But for most of us, we're just always battling our time and our abilities to do things or not. So for me, I literally remember about 10 days ago really working towards my developmental process as it pertains to, the radio content and new show content. And if you're not aware, Sonny's Money Motivation is a weekly segment right? So I started off the new year with a 25 motivational tips. Those runs, that series ran for 25 weeks. And then I've had this 5-week gap. And in that 5-week gap, I've given 4 additional conversational talks, discussions. But then last year was my take time out. My last week was take time out. And it kind of really happened. It had been in my mind to do for a few weeks. And it was not until the day of that I just really decided that I'm not there. And, even days after, it was just in the back of my mind, like, okay, I've been doing my Monday motivation every week. And not to say that the world is going to stop because Sonny didn't do her segment this week, but there's this beautiful thing that I recognize that has happened. I have made such a commitment with this series and to my listeners that it was literally egging me that I took this week off. And I know that the millions of listeners I have access to, because we're on so many platforms, may not necessarily pay attention, but my faithful few will notice that that segment didn't come out to them that week. And sometimes I think it's an okay thing to take yourself out of the equation at times. And that can have so many parallels. For those who are in that space, you understand dimensionally. And I say amen to you right now already. But there's just this sequence of how our lives can sometimes take a hold of us, and we don't feel like we have control of our lives because we're running on everybody else's time clock, and we're running on everybody else's decisions, and we're running on everybody else's demands. And in that, we have our own demands of ourselves that we really only have the ability to control. And then we allow what takes place beyond that, whether we consciously do it or not. And so there's this cycle of opportunity for us in our lifetimes to garner as much as we can out of it, to make impact as much as we can, to rejuvenate ourselves when there's a need to, because it's just like a battery on a car. If your car stalls because the battery is weak or is died, right? Look at the terminology we use as we talk about different things, right? So what do you have to do to the battery? You have to jump it. If it's lost so much of its power, if the cells in the battery no longer have the ability to reboot itself, we then have to attach these cords and hook it up to make it rejuvenate and jump. And guys, I think our bodies, our minds are like that. There are times when we have to unplug or just disseminate from the cycle of how we're doing things, because there are times that we'll find ourselves in a level of burnout that's happening because we're not listening to ourselves on the other side of the equation that is in need at times to pull it back or to pull it in. This is why vacations are such a thing that people look forward to, and they absorb it with such energy and excitement, because it's a breakaway from the monotony of the day-to-day things that we're doing, that we're now on our free time, right? And in Europe they say they go on a holiday, which I love that holidays in Europe it can be 3 weeks or a month, right? In the States, average people vacation days are 7 days, maybe tops 2 weeks. But in Europe, they go on holiday, honey. The whole family is out. It could be months. It could be the entire summer. But usually it's a very extensive, long periods of time that they're on vacation and they go holiday, right? So how important is it to just take at least one day, right? And make that time out for yourself. And those who have families, you probably vacation and do things with your families, but still don't forget to take time out for you. Because there's this ability to easily wash into everything and not recognize that yourself is having a recharge, right? And you can sense it. It's just whether or not you're listening, and if you're going to abide by what your mind and your body and your spirit is telling you. So I'm asking you to make a big concerted effort to do this for yourself, because your family, your spouses, your children, your coworkers, your employees, your peers, your partners, your homies, your siblings, your cousins, everybody's going to want the best of you when they get their attention of you. So in order for you to be able to be that, you still have to find a way to eternally shut off a lot of the other outside world and give yourself some time. When I tell you, it will give you such a place of rejuvenation. It will make you feel like you've taken time out for yourself. You'll know it, because even if you don't talk about it, you'll feel like, man, I needed that. Most times you really find after the fact how much you really needed to do that, or how that need was there, but you didn't recognize it until after you gave yourself that opportunity. And you'll really sometimes take that moment to say, man, I really needed to do that, and I'm glad that I did. And I hope, even if you're listening right now, you're somewhere in a time out for you, that's wonderful. I'm praying that you're maybe near the water, or you're in your favorite forest, or you're looking at a tree, or you're laying in the grass. Maybe you got your feet on the ground and you're grounding. But whatever is working for you to connect and infuse yourself more into nature's course, and not so much of humans, the human trial and error of life path. Take that time to give yourself some ease and revelate in it. Just sit in it and enjoy it. Give yourself permission to be a beach bum, right? Make a little day trip, even if it's to your local park, but just something that just does the difference of what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, and you're unplugging and you're allowing you to have time out for you. All right, guys, this has been a wonderful opportunity to speak to you guys. I am so grateful, as always, to be able to share this content with you, and I look forward to talking to you soon. And for those of you that don't know, Sonny's Money Motivation on Loud Mouth Radio Network is on your favorite podcast platform. So check us out. iHeart, Spotify, TuneIn, Apple and Google Podcasts, you name it, we're there. Amazon Music, iHeartMedia. So as always, I just want to thank you guys for listening and supporting. And for those of you who may not know, I got to give this shameless plug before I let you go today. I am having my Sonny's, I'm about to say my Sonny's Money Motivation, which is what this is. But I am having my first in-person comedy show this August 21st. It's on a Wednesday. It's in the Southern California area. So if you're near the Temecula Valley area, you are going to come out for Sonny's Loudmouth Comedy Presents Comedy and Karaoke. This is going to be a phenomenal event, and it is a combination of open mic the first hour, featured comics the second hour, and then going right into karaoke. So this is going to be an amazing, all-out, interactive, audience-filled, advanced ticket opportunity for you guys to get some in-person enjoyment. And I'm so grateful for those of you who have been supporting my web series Dating Like a Dyke. It has been a phenomenal run. I am on my film festival circuit run right now, and I just got a notification I won another category of best LGBT film, short film, with the South Asia Film Festival. I got to make sure I got it right. But I just got the alert. This festival ran in Chile. So in the country of Chile. How about that? Right. And so over the weekend, I got two festival announcements. So the South Film and Arts Academy Film Festival. That's right. I want to make sure I properly say it right, which is in Chile. And I want to thank that group, as well as the Indie Fest, for also winning in 3 categories in that film festival. And that festival runs as an Oscar-winning IMDb qualified festival. So big deal there. I'm so grateful for winning LGBTQ plus theme, LGBTQ plus filmmaker, and also award of recognition for the web series. So if you guys have not watched Dating Like a Dyke, it is on my YouTube channel, Loudmouth TV. You can actually catch those episodes that are there. I have a few of them there for you to get a grasp on. And it's a comedy relationship series of, if you got it, is me, my real experience. And I pray that we are all working in our good. And so that series is touching on relationship toxicity, self-accountability. And I hope that you guys are enjoying it. Let me know if you watch it. So for everything that I just listed, I just want to tell my audience, thank you guys so much. And I'm looking forward to talking to you over and over and over again, right? Take time out for you. Don't forget, guys. All right, later.
You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.